Hi everyone, and welcome to this 25-minute Pilates workout. I am so happy to have you in my class today, and for this class you'll need no equipment, just a soft surface to lie on, and we're going to get started in a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to start with a warm up, so we're going to do some cat-cows. We're going to extend our spine looking up and then flex our spine, gaze to navel. Inhale as you extend your spine, exhale as you flex your spine. Warming up the spine here, getting some mobility into our body. Let's do another one. And then we're going to come into a neutral spine. And we're just going to circle our hips around. Just working up the spine a bit more. Last one here, and then we're going to change the direction. Let's change the direction. Getting some side flexion into our spine. Last one. Well done. We're now going to come up into a pike position, and we're just going to pedal out our heels here, working up our hamstring, our legs. Feeling a good stretch through our body as we do this. Perfect. I want you to come down into a plank position, and then we're going to push up into a pike position again, waking up our shoulders before we come into some arm work here. So inhale as you shift forward into your plank, exhale as you push back into your pike. Making sure that when you are coming down into your plank, you're coming in one long straight line, that your core is engaged. Well done. We're going to do one more here. And then we're going to come down onto our knees. We're going to start our class with a push-up on our knees. So we're going to bend at the elbows, chest comes to the floor, and then we're going to push up and push back into a shallow stretch. So inhale as you come down, exhale as you press back up. Shifting back into your shallow stretch, just taking a breather there. And then shifting forward. Waking up the arms, waking up the chest muscles, waking up the shoulder muscles. Making sure that you are keeping your core engaged here, that your spine is straight in one long line as you come down into your push-up. Let's do another 2 more here. Last one. And now we're going to come down onto a plank position on our knees, and we're going to do some push-up pulses. So you're just going to bend at the elbows, and then we're going to do some little pulses up and down. We're going to do 2 sets of 8 here. So little exhales as you pulse up. Stay with me. This is really going to burn your arms, but that's good because we want to feel a workout. Almost done. Keeping those elbows in. Well done. Push back into your shallow stretch. Just take a breath here. We're going to roll our spine up, coming to seated. Now I want you to come into the middle of your mat. We're going to do some scissor arms now. So come up onto your knees, making sure you bent a little bit forward. We are going to switch arms. And as we extend our arms, we're going to do a little pulse back. So we're just switching here. You should feel this in your triceps. Making sure that you are really pushing back into the extension of your arm. Little exhales as you do your pulses. Inhales as you switch. Well done. Extend both arms overhead, and then we're going to push back. Come into a tricep kickback. So extend your arms all the way back, bend them, extend them again, and then arms come overhead. Really making sure that you are coming all the way back into some arm shoulder extension. You want to feel this in your triceps. You're doing so well. Keeping that spine straight. That core is engaged. Let's just do another 2 here. Last one here. Well done. Okay, we're going to keep our arms out to the side, and you can either be kneeling here or you can be seated. It's totally up to you, but we're going to do some arm circles. So we're going to circle forward, some nice circles forward. Inhale for half the circle, exhale for the other half, keeping your spine straight here. We're going to change the direction now, circling backwards. Let's do 8 here. We're halfway. Perfect. Now we're going to bring our arms together and bend them, making sure that our elbows are touching, and then we're just going to push up with our arms, coming into some pulses here, making sure that your elbows stay glued together. Well done. We are finished for today's arm section. We're now going to come up and do some glutes. So I want you to come down onto your mat, rolling down onto your back. You're going to bring your heels in towards your glutes, and we're going to start with some glute bridges. So I want you to exhale as you press up into your glute bridge, making sure that the weight is in the back of your heels. Inhale to lower back down, keeping your pelvis tucked under so that there's no arching in your back. You don't want to feel this in your back, but you want to feel this in your glutes. Let's do another 2. Last one. We're now going to extend our right leg towards the ceiling, and we're going to do some single leg glute bridges. So you're going to pushing up through the heel of your left foot. Exhale as you press up into your glute bridge. Inhale as you lower back down, keeping a straight spine, core engaged. Stay up in your glute bridge now and bring your leg on a diagonal. We're going to bend and extend our leg, making sure that we are staying up in our glute bridge, not lowering our hips down as we move our leg. You want to keep that stability. Exhale as you pull knee to chest. Inhale as you extend. Let's do one more here. We're now going to extend our foot towards the ceiling, and we're just going to lower and lift, making sure to keep our hips square, our pelvis is stable, our hips are up, our core is engaged. Exhale as you lower, inhale as you lift. One more, and then we're going to come into some pulses. Okay, so now we're going to pulse up through our left foot. Little exhales as you pulse up. We're only doing 8 here, and we're almost done. Well done. Gently lower. I'm sure you felt that in your left glute. We're now going to do this on the other side now. So we're going to extend our left leg towards the ceiling, and then we're going to push through our right heel, coming into a single leg glute bridge. Exhale as you press up. Inhale as you lower back down, keeping your pelvis tucked under, core engaged, spine is straight. This is our last one, and then we're going to bring our leg on a diagonal. We're going to bend and extend. Exhale as knee comes to chest. Inhale as you extend your leg long again, keeping your pelvis up, your hips are square. Let's do another 3, 2, last one, and then we're going to extend our leg to the ceiling, and we're going to lower and lift, keeping that pelvis stable. You're not rocking in your hips are square here. Only lower your leg as low as you can maintain that stability, keeping your hips up here. Inhale as you lift your leg up, exhale as you lower. Well done. Let's do some pulses, pressing through our right foot. Little exhales as you pulse up. Well done. Gently lower. Give your legs a hug. You did so well. Now we're going to come into a bit of a challenge. And I would like you to just do the best that you possibly can here. So we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. And then we're going to tuck our feet under. So make sure your hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And we're going to come into a knee hover. Exhale as you lift up into your knee hover. And then we're going to bend our right knee in and then extend it out again. Making sure to keep a flat back here. Keeping your core engaged. Your belly button is the spine. Think of that stability. Exhale as you bring your knee to chest. Inhale as you extend your leg out. Stay with me. Just 2 more here. Last one, and then we get to take a little bit of a rest. Well done. Lower your knees. Just take a moment here before we come into our next set. Okay, let's do this. Lift up into your knee hover, and you're going to extend your right leg back behind you, and you're just going to lift and lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Your knees are hovering just off the mat, so your back is in one straight long line. Last 2. And now in our last one, I want you to hold your leg up, and we're going to do little pulses to the ceiling. Stay with me. Little exhales as you pulse up. We're almost done, and then you get to take a rest. Well done. Gently lower, and you can push back into your shell stretch. Take a big deep breath here, just recentering yourself for this moment before we go and do the other side, because that was a challenging exercise. Full body, but very good. One last breath, and then we're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra, and we're going to do this all again on the other side. We can do this, guys. We can do this. So come into your 4-point kneeling position. You're going to tuck your toes under. And then we're going to come into our knee hover. We're going to bend and extend our left leg back behind us. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you extend. Keeping that spine straight. That core is engaged. You are just hovering off the mat. Last 2, stay with me here. Last one. Gently lower your knees back to the mat, and let's just take a quick breather here before we go into our next set. Okay. Let's do this, guys. Coming into your knee hover, extend your left leg back behind you and lift and lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Focus on your breathing here. Focus on your core engagement. 3 more to go. Last 2. And on our last one, we're going to hold our leg lifted, and we're going to do little pulses towards the ceiling. Little exhales as you pulse up. We're almost done. Well done, guys. Gently lower your knees back down to the mat and push back into a well-deserved shell stretch. Whew. That was a challenging one. Just catch your breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll up towards seated. We're going to come down now and do some ab work, so we're going to give our glutes a little break. So I want you to come down to the middle of your mat, and you're going to roll down onto your back. We're going to start with some core engagement, so you're going to bring your lower back flat to the mat, and then you're going to lift your legs up to tabletop position, and we're just going to do some toe taps here. So I want you to really focus on that core engagement, keeping that lower back pressed flat to the mat. The further that you take your feet out from your body, the harder the exercise is. but really focus on the basics here. Okay, I want you to now come up into your ab curl, and we're just going to alternate legs, coming into a single leg stretch, just switching our legs here. Exhale as your knee comes towards your chest. Inhale as you switch. Back is pressed flat to the mat, no arching in your spine. Perfect. We're now going to add a twist. So twist opposite knee to opposite elbow. Think of a lifting up and over. So it's not only a twist, it's also a lift. Exhale as your knee and elbow come together. Inhale as you switch. Almost done. Last one. Well done, guys. I want you to now bring your knees in towards your chest, staying up in your ab curl. We're going to extend our arms and legs, circle our arms around, bring our knees back in towards the center. So inhale as you extend your arms and legs out. Exhale as you bring it back to the center. Let's just do another 4 here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Well done. Lower your head. Just rest your neck for a second. We're going to extend our legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to lower them on a diagonal, and then we're going to bring them up and over. So we're going to lift our hips as we do this, coming into a reverse crunch. Exhale as you lift your hips. We're going to do another 7 here. So focus on doing this as slow and controlled as possible, making sure that your back stays pressed flat to the mat even as you extend your legs out on the diagonal. Last 3, 2, 1. Well done. Hug your knees in towards your chest. We are done for the ab section. Well, not quite. We're going to come into a plank position now. Making sure that your body is in one straight long line, that your glutes are down, they're not piked up. We're going to bring our knee towards our elbow and then slide it towards our opposite elbow, and then we're going to alternate each side. So exhale as your knees come towards your elbows. Inhale as you extend your leg out again, keeping that core engaged. Let's do another 2 more here. Last one. And then we're going to come down to a sideline position. We're going to fold up our mat so that we can rest our forearm on there. And then we're going to bend our bottom leg, extend our top leg, and we're going to come up into a side plank. So exhale as you lift up into your side plank. We're going to extend our top arm overhead, and then we're going to bring our knee towards our elbow, extend again, and then come into a rotation. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you rotate. Inhale as you extend out again, and exhale as you bring your knee towards your elbow. Keeping your hips up here at all times, making sure that you are not dropping in the hips. Let's just do 2 more. Last one. We're going to stay up in our side plank now. You can lower your top leg, and then we're going to do little pulses with our hips. Exhale as you pulse up. You're going to feel this in your obliques. Well done, guys. So now I want you to come to lying on your tummies in a prone position. Your arms are going to be out by your side in like a W position. And then we're going to extend our spine and lift up our right leg at the same time. So this movement will be coming from your glute, not from your knee. And I really want you to focus on that extension in the spine. You won't have as much range of motion because you're lifting your leg. But I want you to inhale as you extend. Exhale as you lower back down. Last one here. Perfect. We're going to push back into a shell stretch to get some flexion in our spine after all that extension work. And then you're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra, coming into a seated position. And we're going to do that all over again, starting with our plank. So come down into a plank. Your body is on one long line. Your core is engaged. And your hips aren't piked up. So we're going to bring our knee towards our elbow and then towards our opposite elbow. So exhale as you bring your knee in towards your elbows. Inhale as you extend your leg out again. Let's do another 4 more. We're alternating each leg. Last 2. Last 1. And then we're going to come down onto our forearm into a sideline position. We're coming down onto our left forearm this time. Making sure we're working the opposite side of the body. We're going to bend our bottom leg, extend our top leg. Our top arm is going to go overhead. And we're going to bring knee to elbow and do our rotation. So exhale as knee comes to elbow. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you rotate, and inhale as you extend again. Keeping those hips up at all time. Let's do 4 more here. 3. I know you'll feel this in your underneath oblique. Last 2. Last 1. Well done. We're going to extend our arm towards the ceiling, lower our top leg, and we're going to do little pulses with our hips. Exhale as you pulse up. We're almost done. Perfect. Gently lower your hips down to the mat, and we're going to come into our prone position again. Our arms out by our sides in a W position. And this time we're going to lift up and lift our left leg at the same time. Inhale as you extend your spine. Exhale as you lower. Focus on that movement coming from your glute, not from your knee. Let's do 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Well done. You can now push back into a shell stretch. We are done for today's class. We're just going to come into a little bit of a stretch to end today's class. But otherwise you have done so well. So come up and let's get seated in the middle of our mat. We're going to extend our right leg, bend our left leg. And then we're going to do a side stretch towards the right. And then we're going to turn down to face our leg, holding on our toes, feeling a nice stretch in our back. Slowly roll up, and then let's do that on the other side. So bringing your right leg in, extending your left, and coming into a side stretch. Turning your body to face your leg. Touching your toes, feeling a nice stretch in your back. Gently roll up. And we're going to bring the soles of our feet together, opening up our hips. We're going to lengthen our spine, sitting up, and then we're going to fold forward, flexing our spine, coming over our feet. Feeling a good stretch in our back. Slowly roll up, and we are done. Well done, guys. You did so well. I'm so happy to have you in my class, and if you have enjoyed this workout, please give this video a like down below, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.